Hello everyone and welcome back to Clothesline. My name is Owen and this is pretty much my review of the 2020 draft, the first part. Before I get into any specifics about the draft, there's something I want to take off my chest, something that I saw people talk about online and during chats and forums or whatever, about the draft itself. It's a point that I think WWE never made an actual effort to emphasize about the draft overall. People are complaining about the fact that Drew McIntyre, who was already on Raw, got drafted to Raw. So what's the draft in that? It makes logical sense because when you look at it, a draft is pretty much saying, here's a blank canvas, we're going to paint it anew. Yeah, we're going to paint a new painting with different characters on each side. And you can pick the characters you still had, or you can pick new ones. So if I have a guy like Drew McIntyre and I want him on my draft, even though I still had him, it's a blank space, people, blank canvas, I will pick him again. That's why that point when people got drafted to their own shows makes sense. Because it's a clean slate. If I don't pick him, Smackdown's going to pick him. So you see, that makes logical sense. Now on to the draft itself. First of all, let's look at the numbers. Overall, SmackDown drafted 11 people and Raw drafted 21 people. How does that even make sense? Like quantity-wise, I mean, if I have a team or a faction, I would just get them all together and not break them up. That's why breaking up tag teams doesn't make any sense in a draft. On to the big breaking point of this entire draft. The breaking up of New Day. I've seen the articles, I've seen the posts, I've seen the Hall of Famers talk about it, I've seen current superstar talk about it. I'm talking about Booker T and Miz. Everyone was saying that Big E needs to break up from the New Day. Here's my question, why? It doesn't make any logical sense for Big E to be broken up from New Day. Just look at Big E before New Day. He was Big E Langston. He was a good wrestler. He's still a good wrestler, by the way. He won the NXT championship. He was an Intercontinental champion. And then nothing. They did nothing with him. He was stuck in the mid-card. No one even noticed him until New Day. And let's face it, let's be honest about it. Nobody liked New Day, the concept of New Day in its beginning. Even me. But they persevered. They evolved. They showed us they can be entertaining, plus have great matches. They were always great wrestlers, but they just needed that extra touch, that gimmick that was New Day to push them forward. And then when Xavier got hurt and then Kofi got hurt, everybody talked about this is Big E's chance to shine as a singles competitor again, which I agree. If he has the opportunity, he can go be on a singles run and hopefully win a world championship. But he doesn't need to break up New Day to do that. Look at Kofi Kingston. The man was a world champion within New Day and they didn't break up. So why break up Big E from Xavier and Kofi? It's that old philosophy that says every team has a Jannetty and a Michaels. It doesn't work like that anymore. Seriously, it doesn't work like that anymore. There is no reason to break the New Day up. The New Day is a marketing plan that brought in a lot of money to WWE. And now they want to break it up. And it doesn't matter how you look at it. There's no logical reason why the New Day will be broken up. Even during the draft, even if you tell me that the officials of USA decided to draft the New Day, why would they draft only Kofi and Woods without Big E? You see that logic? I mean, just simple logic. Here's what I fear. Without the New Day, Big E would lose his push. He will get stuck in the mid-card again. Same goes for Kofi and Woods. Because without New Day, they don't have their identity anymore. And yeah, they might keep the whole New Day gimmick, but when they're separated, it just doesn't feel right. Also, breaking up Heavy Machinery, Tucker and Otis, why? People can have a singles run even though they're still in a tag team. You don't always have to break them up. Plus, you moved Tucker to Raw. You moved The Miz and Morrison to Raw, and you kept Otis on SmackDown. How was this rivalry over the Money in the Bank briefcase going to work now? Just common sense, just logical reasoning behind your actions. And you can see it on their faces. I mean, I don't know if they discovered it like before the show aired or during live broadcasting, but look at Big E's face and look at their faces when they're on Talking Smack. They are hurt by this decision. A decision doesn't make any sense. I just don't get it. As for the other picks, some of them make sense. I really like the fact that Seth Rollins and AJ Styles switch brands because it gives us new feuds, new ideas, new rivalries. Until, along with Seth Rollins, they drafted Rey Mysterio and Dominic and Murphy. Why? Why would you draft? I mean, you could have kept Rey and Dominic on Raw. They could have an amazing rivalry, even with Retribution. Can you imagine matches between Mustafa Ali as a heel against Rey Mysterio? I'll pay for that. But no, let's just keep this rivalry between Seth and Murphy and Ray and Dominic going on for the next century. But if I look at those draft picks specifically, Seth Rollins on Smackdown is a good idea. It's something new, something fresh. He could even ditch that whole Messiah gimmick. And on the other side, AJ Styles against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Yeah, I'll take it. So yeah, a very underwhelming draft. As for the New Day, I'm completely against that decision. And yeah, when people like Booker T and The Miz, nothing personally against them. When they say stuff like, you have to be more serious and then you'll be able to progress and evolve. Yeah, because being serious brought him to where he is today. The whole point is Big E doesn't need to be serious. He can still be Big E and get his championship push. It's that old mentality again, that old school mentality that needs to change. So to sum it up, an underwhelming first part of the draft. I'm hoping the second part will be better. And I'm hoping in some way, somehow, storyline-wise, they can still find a way to put the New Day back together. Maybe have them walk out on Raw, all three of them, and say, hey, if you don't put us back together, all three of us are going to quit. So when they threaten to quit, they keep them back together through a survival match or something, and that way they can stick together. That is me just wishful thinking and fantasy booking here. So that is my review about the first part of the draft. Let me know in the comments below. What did you think about the first part of the draft? I would love to hear your comments. And also, if you want to stay notified when I'm uploading these videos, hit a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification button. And I'll see you next time when I do the second part of the 2020 draft. Thank you for watching.